Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Son Rondu, and welcome to Talks with the Sage. Got a very special guest with me right now.
Hi. Okay, sorry.
Okay, fuck that. Okay, well, now they know it's you.
It was the pause that threw me off. I'm like, oh, you gotta say something now. I'm like, well, I'm too late. So
2023. How are you feeling, man? I feel like this year has definitely been a rocky run. A rocky one. A lot of shit has happened this year, and you know, still kind of processing it to a degree. Yeah, a lot has happened, and like personally for me, I don't want to try to make this an emotional video, but at the same time, that's probably what it's going to be from what I'm about to say. At the start of 2022, things were just flourishing. Around that time, I wasn't making videos as much. I had moved out of my mom's for a little bit, and I was just kind of doing my own thing. I had my first car. I was doing photo shoots left and right, just having a fucking ball. I had a lot of things planned. Like, I think up until mid-year, you know, I was going to my first Comic-Con, which I was very excited about. You know, work was going good. I was getting paid, like, good, like, really, like, decent money. You know what I'm saying? And, oh no, I was just living my life. And then, I want to say maybe mid-February, I ended up losing my car. And this is a car, and it was my first car, mind you, I had got it literally 5 days before my birthday, before I had turned 23. And I was very proud of myself. I accomplished a lot. And it's a weird thing because whether it's a few days before my birthday or a week before my birthday, I always accomplish something. And I don't know, it was just something about that, you know, it being my first car, it was just like a highlight of my life, and I was very proud of myself for it, you know. And when I lost that, I felt like, it's gonna sound kind of cliche when I say this, but I felt like I lost a part of myself because I worked so hard to gain this new feat, and it was rough. And then, you know, my hours that got cut at work, and I was just going through it. I was really going through it. You know, I had a lot of things lined up for photography. I had a few things lined up for music, people who I was going to collaborate with, and it all just kind of went down the drain. And I was in a very depressive state. Oh, I also had to move back at my mom's, so that was very, you know, very heavy. So I was kind of in a spiraling state mentally. I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I've accomplished so much outside of, you know, doing YouTube and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just kind of like I said, I just lost myself. And of course I had my friends to, you know, kind of hype me up and, you know, like kind of just tell me, like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, shit happens. There's no way for you to really prepare for it. And at the end of the day, all you can do is move forward. And the kind of person that I am, sometimes I really kind of just put my head down and just keep running into obstacle after obstacle. And when I achieve something, I kind of hold on to that achievement for quite a while. But then, you know, if I take on something new and I fail at it, I hold that failure, and it kind of sits with me for a little bit, and I kind of beat myself up about it. And that's been something I've been trying to work on not doing. And it's not easy. And, you know, but aside from like all the negatives, you know, a lot of positives came as well. I had reached a milestone that I didn't think I was going to reach. I had hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to say what? Back in November, October. I think October. I think.
I think it was about October, like early October.
Early October, yeah, because that's when we were doing the what do we call it? The Super Spooktober or some shit.
Was it Super Friday?
It was like a super, bro. We started actually, and this is another feat that I'm proud of creatively, is that we actually started doing horror games. I want to say late September, before Spooky Month actually came around. So I want to say
September, yeah,
like mid-September we started playing horror games, whether it was separately or together. We always, you know, hopped on stream and was just playing horror games the whole time, and I'm really grateful at the fact that around that time, and it was like I said, it was a great feat personally for me, because it's like every day, if not every other day, I was always on stream just playing horror games. And for someone who's a puss at playing horror games, I do it quite a lot. I have a whole bunch on my channel, and even though I'm not the best when it comes to beating them, I play them. Now, Resident Evil, that's a whole other beast, you know what I'm saying? And come March, I'm gonna play that motherfucker. I'm really excited. But yeah, I was really proud of myself creatively for, you know, making it a point to almost hitting affiliate. We still, I think we're at 45 still, but at the same time, like I grew, and I was really happy with myself for that. Got back into got back into doing photography, and you know, getting back to posting and just kind of just, I don't know, just doing my own thing, and proud of myself for it, you know. But at the same time, when it comes, you know, when the ups come, the downs kind of just follow behind you. And, you know, dealt with a lot of family stuff, and I try not to let that affect me, but because I'm family oriented in a sense, because, you know, at times you kind of need space from your family, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I love my family to death. I would do anything for them, but, you know, there are times where I kind of need my space. But, you know, I was dealing with stuff family wise, and, you know, it took a toll, and in a sense it kind of still is, but there ain't really much that you can do except for move forward, you know. And then got introduced to Ruby, making Ruby videos, you know, interacting with a lot of you guys and having fun doing it, you know. And, you know, it's really has been a ball to do all the things that I've been wanting to and have achieved. But I don't know, I really want to go above and beyond. And one of the things that I know I've really been slacking on is my consistency when it comes to, really not just when it comes to like my content creations, but my consistency with everything, you know, like friends, like my creative stuff, like photography, YouTube, like everything, you know. I'm not consistent as much as I believe myself to be, but at the same time, I know everyone, and, you know, we kind of are in our own little world, so everyone has their own thing to do, which is cool. I understand that, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm not where I would like to be, and I can only blame myself for that. I don't want to say blame, but there's just things that I know I have to work on as a person, you know. And it's like, before I can put on my hat for being Sunrandu, before I can put on my hat when it comes to being Jack the Sage, I have to first be Quran.
I don't know how you didn't get emotional into that. Fair play to you, because me shooting at the hip and not being emotional to a certainty is just non-existent with the mindset that I have now, which is actually going to go into 2023. But I'm going to try my best. No promises. I'm just being blunt with you. But anyway, 2022, and it actually, as you were speaking, I was looking at some of my analytics, which is something I don't do because I don't care about numbers. Because one thing I noticed about myself, with anything that I do, is don't look at the analytics, because numbers is numbers. It's not going to determine my worth or my life in general like it does with most people. But when it comes to 2022, by far the biggest highlight of it, the biggest positive highlight, I'll say, is the fact that I did Ruby in the first place. Like, I gung-ho Ruby. And I was looking at the stats. I started basically at the beginning of the year. There were like maybe 2 videos prior to that, kind of spaced out in 2021. But I didn't really start reacting to the show consistently until January 2022. And we started off with 218 subscribers, which to me, that's cool. I'm grateful for that. We literally hit or added 6,000 subscribers from point A to the time of the recording right now, New Year's Eve. And I'm very grateful for that. That's something I never thought would happen. Okay, I'm not gonna say I never thought that would happen, but like, you never think it's gonna happen until it happens. And it happened, and I'm like, wow, like, this is really happening. The community has been also grateful or gracious. Wow, look at me not knowing how to speak English again when the record button is on. Actually, let's be real. I speak like this when it's not on. But if I didn't do Ruby, I honestly don't know what I would be doing or where I would be. Take that as you will. Like, I definitely needed to do Ruby. It gave me something to do. It gave me other people to engage with, meaning the fandom, and talking with them, getting their feedback on the show. And mind you, this show has been around for 10 years. So you've had diehards or day ones. Seen the show in its first inception, and they've seen other reactors go through it. But their kind words, their kind comments, their presence in the live streams or in the videos or whatever has been literally a saving grace. That is literally the biggest and greatest highlight of 2022. Now, 2022 came up with this, like you said, ups and downs. When it was up, it felt like, at least for me, it was really up. But when it was down, it felt like it was at the bottom of the fucking barrel, and it just felt like worse than it should have been. And maybe this is just perception, but been through a lot of ups and downs, been at the bottom before 2022, but for some reason, like, even looking back on it in hindsight and trying to logically see why does it feel as bad as whatever's happening at the time. I don't know if it's like a collective thing. Here go me with my conspiracy theories or whatever. I don't even think it's conspiracy theories, but it's just like the world kind of felt sad all together versus like, oh, it's just me being sad. I felt like when I was sad, one of my close people were sad at the same time. And we had totally different things going on. Like, I would talk or check in with one of my people, even you, I'm like, dog, I'm feeling kind of like low. And conveniently, you were kind of low at the same time too, whereas maybe a couple days ago, we were feeling high as a kite. We were feeling great. We was on our shit, we was in our bag. But all of a sudden, it's just like, when you're feeling bad, your people are feeling bad too. I'm like, but how is that the case? So I don't know if there's something in the air. But when people were feeling shitty, a lot of people were feeling shitty at the same time. But I don't know, it could be the cosmos, it could be the universe trying to tell you something. But my overall, I love 2022 because I creatively exploded. Like, my Ruby journey is the perfect example of creative growth. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but when I see where I started and see what I'm doing now, I'm like, wow, there is so much progress and so much creative, like, okay, I gotta like branch on this or like make this a little bit better, because I don't want to be stagnant at all. I don't want to be complacent, especially in my creative work. I want to make it better and better and better and better, or like just let my imagination thrive. If I can think it, I'm gonna try to make it happen, because why not? And it was a beautiful progress. It did hurt a lot, because there have been many a times, and I think it was in the later months of the year, that it would take literally an entire 24-hour time span of editing one video. And it literally could be like only 2 chapters of a series, or usually on average 3. But it's because my creativity evolved and expanded so much, and I wasn't going to hinder it or water it down, because I'm going to look back on it and be like, you shouldn't have done that. You should have just did what you wanted to do. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. Right. And you're going to feel bad that you didn't just fucking do what you wanted to create. But it came with a price. There were days that I literally spent all day editing, and I didn't go outside or touch grass or clean the apartment. So it was a mental challenge at the same time. I'm grateful I stuck with it, because it was also a learning experience of like, okay, if I don't want this to happen going forward, a change needs to happen. So there was a lot of change and a lot of progression in 2022, but it didn't come with like some sort of pain or some sort of uncomfortableness or discomfort. And this is just me speaking on a creative level. My personal shit, that's a whole topic that I'm probably not gonna disclose in a public media like this, because this is a great segue. Going into 2023, and unfortunately, I feel like the holidays really like put the nail in the coffin when it's like, okay, this is what's gonna happen going into 2023. And maybe this is like a personal thing as well. My mindset is a lot sharper. It's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot more direct. It's a lot more, to be blunt, I'm sorry if you hear my dishwasher in the back. Matter of fact, let me close my door. Going into 2023, I am going in there with the mindset of, in general, stay the fuck back from me. And let me elaborate what I mean. I'm not walking into 2023 with the whole, oh, it's new year, new me, I'm gonna go to the gym on January 1st after I'm done being hungover. No, stop that. Leave that shit in 2019, because we're done with that. If you want the change, start now. You should have started tomorrow, or yesterday, I'm sorry. I fucked that up. You should have started yesterday. 2022 hurt. I'm not gonna say I have high expectations of 2023. Literally whatever happens, happens. I'm gingerly walking into it with my hands up and being like, hey, whatever happens, happens. The universe is going to guide whatever is supposed to happen to me in my vicinity. And I'm gonna do what I have to do to align with what I want in my life and manifest and try to be greater. But at the same time, and this is just me speaking, because I have a certain duality to my spirit, that I am very positive, I'm very outgoing, I'm loving, I'm all of these positive things. But at the same time, I do have an opposite of that. Not saying I'm gonna just run up on you and just, you know, gun you down or pick a fight with anybody, but at the same time, I'm not taking any shit. I am drinking my water, staying in my lane, and focusing on my bags, focusing on my things in my direct vicinity. If anything or anyone comes into my aura or my universe uninvited after I done gave you the warning of stay over there, don't come over here with the fuck shit, whatever happens, happens. Because a lot of the times I was like making excuses for people, or like, oh, they only did this because of such and such, not respecting the boundaries that I either placed or probably didn't place, because I was bad at that. I'm enforcing boundaries. I'm letting you know what it is. I am not here for the bullshit. That is your warning. My boundary is your warning number 1. If you cross that boundary, whatever happens, happens, and I don't care. That's gonna come with practice. I'm fully open to this mindset because I am overall protecting me. I need to protect me and continue my growth, my health, my healing, my learning, and my progress, because I've let a lot of shit slide over the last several years. Over my life in general, but over the last several years specifically, I've let a lot of shit slide with a lot of people, with specific individuals. But hey, I'm focusing on me because I have dreams and goals and betterment that I want to do for myself. But if motherfuckers want the smoke, you got it. Cool. But before then, I'm focusing on my bags. You're trying to intervene into my joy, you fucked up. So, a lot of people are not gonna like it. That's fine. Don't care. I've tried to please everybody and it stressed me out and hurt me a lot. And you're not supposed to please everybody in the world. There's several billion people in the world. That's too much to try to like take into account. I'm focusing on me because I'm important. I got things I want to do because I am important to other people as well. And I'm gonna focus my attention on them when I need to. But I come first. What's mine is mine. And if you're trying to take what's mine, I am going to break your neck figuratively and maybe literally if we get to that point. But my bags are my bags. 2022 taught me that. Hardcore, the harshest way possible in certain situations. But hey, it is what it is. So that's my take. I know that was a lot. That was kind of heated. I could have went worse, but this coffee is doing the right, what? The right things. I was thinking great and right, so I said right.
And recently, I want to show you guys this. Well, no, Ghost, you saw this. But one of my close friends, he goes by the Hooded Artist, so go ahead. You should definitely check him out on Instagram. Phenomenal fucking artist. He actually gifted me this as a present, and I went fucking bonkers. Now you guys know, right? That Sun Wukong is my pride and joy. Like spiritually, I'm him for real. Now let me stop. But he's one of my favorite myths. And not a lot of people know, but I'm very heavy into Japanese folklore, mythology, everything like that. The comic book that I'm creating is, I don't want to say heavily focused around stuff like that, like the myths and everything, but I mean, you guys will see. Hopefully next year. I'm having concept art created for it. I do want to show you guys a few images of my character. The character's based after me. You know what I'm saying? The character's name is Sunny Kiyoshi. Born and raised in Japan. He's adopted, of course. And yeah, I'll go into that. I'll go deeper into that in future videos. But to actually show you guys this that we created for me. I don't know if you guys can see it. Wow, you guys can kind of see it. Hold on. Yeah.
Let them know.
Basically, yeah, this is me as Sun Wukong. And when I saw it, oh shit. I think this is a better. Oh, this is alright. Yeah, this is Sun Rondu. Sunny as the sage, Sun Wukong. And yeah, when he showed me this, I flipped the fuck out. I was very happy because sages are basically based around wisdom, and I do consider myself a very is there another word for wisdom? I was gonna say wisdomful, but that's not a word. A wise. There we go. Fuck. I do consider myself a very wise person, especially when it comes to, you know, giving people advice and everything like that. But, you know, seeing that definitely gave me the motivation to keep going and inspiring in any way I can, you know. And yeah, I was very happy seeing that. And just like, yo, the sage, he brought the sage to life, and I was really happy about that. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to just being the best, personally.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. What about you, bro? What are you? How you feeling?
What's the question? Because I'm actually trying to find. I had this end of the year survey kind of thing. It was really short. It came from Tumblr, and I can't fucking find it. But it has some fire end of the year questions to ask. But what was the question?
Oh, actually, we could do that right quick. I'm down for that.
I'm trying to find it though. I don't know where it's.